Welcome to the No Chill podcast, where facts get thrown out the door and no topic is too wild to get flamed.
I need you to chill.
Whether it's game-winning shots, blockbuster flops, or celebrity meltdowns,
oh, come on!
I'm calling it exactly how I see it. I've got no filter, no apologies, and definitely no chill. Let's get reckless. Welcome back, guys. I've missed you. Hopefully you've missed me. I know. This episode is late. It's coming out late, but I was very sick, not feeling well past couple weeks. So my bad. But once again, I'm trying my best to get these episodes out here as soon as I can. So without any further ado, let's just hop right into it. Rest in peace to one Mr. James Vanderbeek. He was 48 years old. He had been diagnosed with stage 3 colorectal cancer back in 2024 and has been undergoing treatment ever since then. Unfortunately, it was his time. His family announced the news via officially on Instagram, a message by his wife. He was a beloved actor who helped define my generation of teen drama and heartfelt storytelling, best known from Dawson's Creek and for his roles in Varsity Blues as well. Beyond the screen, though, he will always be remembered as a devoted husband, father of 6, and a kind, thoughtful soul who used his platform to raise awareness about cancer and also inspire others. His impact on the pop culture and the people who grew up watching him will never fade. Gone far too soon, but his legacy and the memories he created will still live on forever.
And I meditated and the answer came through. I am worthy of God's love. Simply because I exist. And if I'm worthy of God's love, shouldn't I also be worthy of my own? And the same is true for you. And as I move through this healing portal toward recovery, I wanted to share that with you because I think that revelation that came to me was due in no small part to all the prayers and the love that have been directed toward me. So I offer that to you, however it sits in your consciousness, however it resonates, run with it. And if the word God trips you up, I certainly don't know, I can't claim to know what God is or explain God. My efforts to connect to God are an ongoing process that is a constant unfolding mystery to me. But if it's a trigger, it feels too religious, you can take the word God out and your mantra can simply be, I am worthy of love because you are.
Also have to give a rest in peace as well to one Reverend Jesse Jackson, a tireless voice for justice, equality, and hope in this world. His lifelong fight for civil rights, uplifting generations, and helping shape a more compassionate nation. His legacy of courage, faith, and service will continue to inspire long after his passing. So, rest in peace, James Vanderbeek, as well as you, Reverend Jesse Jackson. To the Olympics. Look, I tried to tell you all a long time ago. I tried. As Lindsey Vonn, the decorated Olympic skier, crashed at the Olympics this past week. Bitch, just sit down. You're in your 40s right now. Shit's not just gonna snap back to normal as if you were younger. And as she laid there on the ground, you could hear her yelling in pain as medical teams tended to her. About 15 minutes later, they had to airlift her from the course. Hold on. Medevac to safety from a mountain? Fuck that. Dude, bring in the sled, back up the ambulance truck. I don't care how long it takes. I will sit here and wait. I'm not hanging in the air until you can find a good spot to land over here to wheel me into a hospital. You know what? At this point, just take me out back and put me out of my misery. I'm not doing that. Look, I get it. Mentally, every athlete feels like they're invincible. But every great athlete knows when to hang them up before the game passes them by. While others, you know what? They just sometimes have to learn the hard way. Lindsey, you've had an amazing career, but with age and surgeries in your past now, I think it's time to just call it. No athlete wants to hear it, but it's all for the greater good of what is yet to come. And since we're on the Olympics as it is, why can't we just hop right into the action as soon as it starts? Why are we subject to 8 hours of an opening ceremony? What is the point here? introduce the countries and their athletes. And you know what? From there on, let's just get down to business. Because let's be honest, we all know why we're really watching the Olympics. Look, the opening ceremonies are the world's most expensive fever dream you can have, with 12,000 extras, leaving everyone confused as to what the hell is actually happening. Because let's be honest, what the fuck is even the theme to begin with? Just nonsense? Look, there's 2 hours alone of interpretive choreography that looks suspiciously like a flash mob that no one ever really got around to reading the memo about, but they just glanced over it and figured everything would be okay. All while every host city insists that the choreography and the dance will move you into tears, when really it's just moving us to do more housework and not pay attention to what's on our screen. The parade of athletes is probably the only part that really matters, but producers treat it like it's an afterthought and just kind of gloss over it. And of course, there's always that one moment, the legendary final torchbearer lighting the giant bowl, all staged like a climax of the world's corniest soap opera. Because you know what? Nothing sells authentic celebration like a 30-second sponsor ad right in the middle of it about energy drinks. Day one of the Olympics is a waste of time and TV. Skip it, record it, or you know what? Just make it an internet thing, because that's what we all want, because we all came to see the games. What everyone really came to see. I don't need the story. I don't need the long, drawn-out theatrics. It's the Olympics. It should speak for itself. Two things I would never think that would go together: coffee and strip clubs. But you know what? I can always be wrong. Different strokes for different folks, I suppose, as residents in California say that their location's coffee shop has been operating on the side as a strip club. I'm talking about DD's Cafe in Garden Grove. That is the one in question, as they got busted as an undercover news reporter went in to capture females serving up a little more than cappuccinos, talking lap dances for cash, and telling customers that they could bring in their own alcohol for a tiny fee. Now, we're one of these in Michigan, just asking for a friend. Apparently, everyone knows about it and everyone knows what's happening, but no one seems to want to do anything about it. Somehow, some way, they kind of must want to keep them around. Now, it's said that this location is even weirder because it's actually close to a school. And I can only imagine what students see when they stop in for some morning or, an afternoon pick-me-up. I've heard of hookah lounges and strip clubs all doing this, but never to the extreme of a coffee shop. I will say it is an interesting way of selling coffee during the way, still somehow keeping repeat customers coming around all day. And finally, the city's near 3-decade run as the host of the postseason college football game has finally come to an end, as Ford Field announced that it will no longer host a college bowl game from the 2026 season on, ending what began in 1997. The bowl in Detroit has operated under many names previously, beginning with the Motor City Bowl, the Little Caesars Bowl, turning into the Quick Lane Bowl, and as more recently, the Game Above Sports Bowl. You can trace its roots back all the way to the Pontiac Silverdome days before moving to downtown's Ford Field location in 2002. The absence of a Ford Field bowl game removes the predictable holiday event that, supplied hotels with guests, restaurants, and filled the downtown business area with an annual crowd that they look forward to. It gave regional college teams nearby postseason options. Ford Field and local partners said that they plan to pursue other sporting and entertainment events during December moving forward, but it's yet to see what those actually might be. I know I have sat here and attended not only the bowl games, but also the mini MAC championships that were taking place there over the years. So very sad to see go, but I'm hoping something bigger is in the works for us here in the D. I mean, hey, we are an up and coming city. Downtown is flourishing and our sports teams are doing better than you think. That's going to do it for another episode of me, JB, at the No Chill Podcast. Like I said, apologize about the lateness, but was not feeling well this past week. And you know what? I got to take care of myself sometimes as well, too. As well as you. You need to be taking care of yourself. And while I got you here, go and check out the Motor City Metrics podcast and the Tigers Minor League Report. Spring camp is underway. And if you're an addict like they are about baseball and about the Tigers, you'll be locked in every single second. Rogelio and his crew will take you through everything they know from a day-to-day standpoint of what's going on out there with the Tigers. And also, NASCAR is back in full speed. So once me and Chase get back together, go and check out our motorsports podcast called Fast and Loose. It's out there. I will be dropping some race post-game recaps on the channel, so just be on the lookout for that as well too. Tagging my guy Chase in it because I know he wants in on the action as well. But until next time, like I always tell you guys, just take care of yourselves.